What's up guys, it's RJ, and today, for lack of better terms, we're taking a look at a sneaker that I'm just in love with. Last week, Adidas had a drop called the Run Through Time Pack, which featured a mid-cut Ultra Boost as well as the Run Through Time Energy Boost. The Ultra Boost I mentioned was dropped representing France, while the Energy Boost represents the USA. For those of you already familiar with the Energy Boost silhouette, you can tell at first glance that Adidas cut no corners and included nothing but the best materials on this colorway. As always, before we go any further, let's get up close and personal with the Run Through Time Energy Boost. As you can tell from that up close footage, this sneaker was constructed with a complete prime knit upper. At first glance, the sneaker appears to be completely gray, but up close, you'll see that the knit is almost an indigo bluish with gray woven throughout. You've got a nubuck toe cap, a nubuck patch sitting right behind your Achilles with the Adidas Performance logo, nubuck hits on the tongue, including a nubuck tongue tag featuring the Adidas Performance logo. On the reverse side, the consortium handshake, followed up by the American flag. As I mentioned earlier, this silhouette does represent the USA. Much like an Ultra Boost, you've got a TPU cage. However, this cage wraps the entire back panel of the shoe. This cage features the light gray 3-stripe branding sitting on top of a mid-tone gray base. Sitting right on top of this boost is an off-white layer of EVA. They also added a red pinstripe that wraps all the way around on that EVA layer. Obviously, it goes without mentioning, you've got that super comfy Boost midsole. Instead of Continental, Adidas has included their in-house Adiwear branded outsole right on top of a red torsion system. One thing to point out is how minimal the outsole actually is. Once you slip the shoe on, you've got very minimal material actually separating the Boost from the ground, which in my opinion is fine because I do most of my running indoors. But for those of you who do all your running outdoors or on trails or wherever it may be, that's something to keep in mind. Once this wears down, you're gonna have Boost right on the ground, which in some cases isn't a bad thing, but if you're running on rough terrain, definitely something to keep in mind. Moving to the inside of the shoe, you got a nice leather strip wrapping your ankle. You got a consortium branded insole with a ton of cushioning. And while we're on the insole, I definitely suggest keeping this one in the shoe, and let me explain why. If the camera's picking it up and you can see inside the shoe, this sneaker features a board which is actually called a last, which goes from the toe to about where your heel starts. And that's not something out of the ordinary. If you go look at most sneakers from many other brands and work boots, hiking boots, whatever it may be, you're gonna find that same board in there. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and that's how sneakers have been being made for years. The Energy Boost has always featured that last sitting right on top of the Boost, and it's not anything to really worry about. That board is so thin, and that combined with the amount of cushion on this insole makes it so you don't even realize it's there. And Adidas included a little cutout there so you can see how thin that board actually is. It's there just for stability, a little bit of durability, and all in all, it's just gonna make the shoe last that much longer. Keep the insole in, and it won't take away from the comfort at all. And in my opinion, with the insole in, I'd say this shoe rivals just about any other Boost shoe as far as comfort goes. Now, as far as sizing goes, I'm gonna keep it very simple. We're gonna assume everybody leaves that insole in because otherwise it's not a comfortable shoe, and we're gonna go true to size. I picked up a 10.5, and it fits It's absolutely perfect. Even tying the shoes with a super relaxed look like this, I've experienced almost no heel slippage at all. So with all of that said, I highly recommend this shoe to anybody who missed out on the Run Through Time Ultra Boost, or anybody just looking to add a new boost shoe to their collection. And to wrap it up, once again, the Adidas Consortium Run Through Time Energy Boost. I'll leave you with a bit more on-foot footage, and until next time guys, peace out.